Prepper. How's everybody doing? Just want to welcome you to the channel and kind of invite you into my world and see what's going on. For those of you who are just first-time folks, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. And those of you who are regular community members, which we love, welcome back. So what I wanted to do is jump on in here and let you see I finally am laying out my garden. And so let's see if we can flip the camera here. And went out and bought some lumber. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running 3 rows. 1 row here, 1 row there, and then another row up on top. And so we went out and got our lumber today and everything, and you know, doing some getting it going and laying it out. And one of the things that is an issue, let's see if I can point it back here, is that we are on an incline. Let's see, come on. We're on an incline, so I'm figuring out my incline. And interesting thing is that I've got 2x12s here, and this side is 12 inches high, and this side is going to be about 27 inches high. Now also you can see there is a rise in the garden there, so we're probably going to have to dig a trench or something like that to make that happen. But just laying out the garden here, thought I'd show you what we're doing. And they are going to be 32 feet long rows and 4 feet wide. Let's see here, got more wood down there. Went out and got a bunch of wood today, so we got all our lumber and everything like that. And so it is laying out the garden day, and it's been on the chilly side, but I'm trying to get a jump on this. We had some dirt delivered the other day, and so what I'm going to be doing is I've been saving a bunch of cardboard boxes, which are down there also with the lumber, and I'm going to line this with my cardboard boxes, and then I'm going to put, you know, sticks and logs and leaves and other stuff on top of that, and then put my dirt on top of that as well. So, but it's been interesting. We're kind of doing a stair step here, and let's see if you can kind of see this so you can kind of get an idea. But we're going to be stair stepping the garden because it's an incline, and you know, we've got a little bit of a bank, you know, incline here. So this is going to be about 27 inches tall here and 12 inches on the back side here. And then this one back here, hey Grinch, how you doing? This one back here is probably going to be about 16, 18 inches high. And then the back side here is going to be 12. And then we're going to be doing one more back here. And that one will be kind of pretty much flat. So probably 12 on the down slope and 12 on the up slope, because it is kind of on the flat side. I don't know, we may need to put like a 2x6 on top of that and everything. But Grinch is saying, I'm working in my garden also. Yep. I think our last frost is something like the 15th of April. And so I don't even have seeds. I've been collecting milk cartons so that I can kind of start, you know, getting some seeds sowing and getting those going. It's still a tad early, but by using milk cartons and kind of using the winter sowing method, you're able to get your seeds going a lot faster versus, you know, just sticking them in the ground and praying for the best. But that's what we're going to be doing this week also, is kind of start getting some seeds. And I'm going to keep an eye on the weather. I've been shooting around maybe the March 15th to kind of get my seeds moving, but we'll see how the weather's doing and everything. We've been getting some pretty cold nights here, cold for our area, and it's been chilly today and things. So, but we're working on this and getting her moving, getting this you know, raised bed moving here. And I'm thinking long term, and that's something that, I'm hoping that a lot of you are thinking as well, is start thinking long term. What are you going to do so that you and your family stay fed? Oops, sorry about that. Stay fed during, you know, the hard times. And, you know, that's one of our solutions, is putting a garden in and, getting that going and stuff. You can see my worm bin in the back. But so that's part of our long-term solution, because I am deeply concerned about this year. And I don't know if you've been watching Appalachia Homestead with Patera, but Patera has been talking to some people who are in the know, and they're saying the same thing. This year, a lot of the farmers and ranchers are saying it's going to be really, really ugly. My frost date is March 15th, but it's 88 degrees. Yeah. Ours is April 15th or April 17th, something like that. So, but it's going to be a tough year. It is March timeframe already, and the grain reserves have now run out, or at least the projected carryovers are ending here in March. And so normally the grain reserves will go from about June, July. And that gives us enough time to get other plants in the ground, start harvesting and everything like that. But since last year was such a poor year, our grain reserves, or the food reserves, are basically ending this month. And these are USDA or Department of Ag numbers, and you can go look those up as well, and look over carryover dates, and all of them are ending in March. So that means between March to June or March to July, that there are no more food reserves, and what we got is what we got. And so start looking for really high prices and more people. And then also, because of the SNAP, a lot of people who are on food stamps or SNAP or whatever the other programs are called, that ended also. And so a lot of people have lost up to, I want to say, $240 a month in grocery money. And so that's no longer available for folks or anything. And so with the carryover being lacking, with inflation going up because the feds are talking about maybe rising them up again, and then SNAP ending and everything. So people are going to really start hurting. I really encourage you guys, man, rip up your backyard like I'm doing and plant a garden. I mean, do anything you can to augment your food supply and augment that grocery bill. Because what's going to happen, and I've said this over and over again, is that um, food's not going to disappear off the shelf. What's going to happen is more and more people are going to be priced out of the food market, and that is going to be the serious thing. When people start getting priced out of the food market and everything, we're going to start seeing crime grow up, just so that people can put food on the table. Another thing, we did a really interesting show last Saturday about how to ensure your pantry's going and everything. One of the things that I wanted and I didn't mention is that by having a well-stocked pantry, you're going to constantly then fill the holes. Whereas if you had nothing, then it's really going to be rough. I have a half-acre garden, plan on filling it up. Yeah, we're doing 4 feet by 32 feet by 3 times. So I'm hoping that we're going to produce a lot, and then I'm going to also be working out in the forest here and doing some stuff out there as well. I got a patch right over there that I'm really looking at maybe just putting a boatload of garlic and onions in there. The deer won't eat it. That's one of our problems. We got deer. I was researching potatoes, and the deer will eat potatoes. So I can't put in potatoes or anything, but I wanted to use some of our forest area here to help with gardening and everything, to expand the garden. But we need to put stuff in that the deer won't eat. So deer won't eat onions, they won't eat garlic, and so I may do a rather large patch over here outside the fence and things. But it's going to get crazy, folks, this year. And if we don't have a good harvest this year, time to eat the deer. I agree. Next year I will be doing that. I was planning on harvesting a deer this year, but just didn't have my dates right. I thought deer season ended in January. It actually ended in the beginning of December. And so I just didn't have my dates right, so I missed the season. So, But I mean, in an SHTF situation, you could come out here and pop one and everything, but you don't want to be breaking any laws or anything like that. But I really encourage people to start getting that garden going and really start looking into augmenting that grocery bill, because if you have a well-stocked pantry, food shortages are going to be, say they have a whole bunch of sugar on sale. It's kind of get maybe, might be even like socialist countries or something. You're going to have, sugar available this week. You may have flour available the week after that. And so what you're going to be doing is you're going to start filling your holes, and so a well-stocked pantry will help you. You will not just instantly run out of all this food. What you will do is, by having a well-stocked pantry, you will be filling in the holes as you get them. And so you'll just be kind of keeping an eye on things. So if pasta goes on sale, you buy up your pasta and fill in that hole. Flour goes on sale, you buy up the flour, fill in that hole. But by having a well-stocked pantry, all you're doing is filling in holes over the long term, versus a lot of other people who only shop for maybe 1 week, 2 weeks at the most. And so by having at least 90 days, even more, to the more better, man. I encourage people, really shoot for that 90 days, because when chaos hits, man takes about 90 days to adapt to his new normal. And so you don't want to be out in chaos. And so if you're able to hunker down, hang out for 90 days, you're going to be good. And so that's what you want to do. And so having that garden, learning to hunt and fish and so forth will definitely help. Learning how to trap. That was something one of our community members said. Start learning your trapping and everything. Start learning your area and things, and putting out snares and other sort of traps and stuff, so that you can start catching game. I talked about air guns, and it's funny. My wife, she's, man, I need to learn how to start shooting air guns. So I'm probably going to pick her up one of those. I wrote an article, but I also talked about it this past weekend. The Crossman Classic, great beginner's air gun, really good gun. I had it when I was a kid. It's a classic. It rocks. And so I'm thinking about getting her one of those. And it's just a fun plinker, but you can shoot squirrels with it. I've done it many times and things. So, but I just wanted to pop in here today and show you what we got going here. We're starting up our garden, getting these raised beds moving, and so that's everything, folks. I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to tune in, watch, and if you're part of the community, thank you so much for returning. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share, and just tell all your friends about our channel. Also, I put out a new article, and I went into more depth about air guns. And so you can go to RaymondMhor.com or thekilterprepper.com, and you'll see my article on Silent but Deadly. And that's the title of the article. Go read it. And I'm recommending it's basically the air guns I have. So I love what I have, and they are very functional, very good. And then also, while you're there at my website, sign up for my newsletter. My newsletter goes out. I'm sending one out tonight, and just telling you what's going on. I keep an eye on Ogson Farms and some of the other Amazon sales. Excalibur has been on sale for $184 or $187. And so if you don't have a dehydrator, now's a chance to pick one of those up and get it while it's cheap. Normally they're about $230. The highest price I've seen Excaliburs at are $334, $325, something like that. So this is a really good deal. Jump on it, and I don't think it's going to last. So get on it and get a good dehydrator, and do that. But sign up for my newsletter, and tonight I will be sending out a file folder of basically how to keep your pantry going. I did a pantry folder last week, but this week what I'm doing is really focusing on homesteading skills and other skills. I got a bunch of Foxfire books, and so I'm going to be sending that out to everybody, as all my Foxfire collection, and then also some other really cool books as well. So every Wednesday I try to send out some really cool zip file full of very informative information. So if you're not on my Kilted Insider, list, go to my website, kiltedprepper.com, and sign up for my newsletter, and you'll get it. It's free, and I send out cool stuff. So that's everything. I just thank you again so much. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'm Raymond Mhor. We'll see you. Goodbye. God bless, and kilt on.